Let's try to understand Pigouvian tax through an example. Imagine that you are in a public space full of crowd of women, children and old people. You have also a person who is beside to you, who goes to a shop, buys a cigarette, comes back and starts smoking in the same crowd. Now when you look at it, one person is actively smoking and his smoke is affecting the rest of the crowd, which includes women, children. We will call them as third party. Now when you observe this, you understand that this third party is being passive smoker or being affected because of the active smoker. You observe this, you go back to government and then you imply to government that this is something wrong. Government replies back to you that neither they can stop the production of cigarette and neither they can stop the sale of the cigarette and neither even they can stop that person to buy cigarette, right? So to which you reply to government, or maybe you give them an conscious example to the government that if there is any activity which is having negative impact or adverse effect in the society, how will you hold them accountable? And this gives us the term Pigouvian tax. Arthur Pigou in 1920 gave the concept of externalities, which gave to the birth of Pigouvian tax, which is nothing but tax against private individuals or businesses who are engaged in certain activities, maybe production related or any other activities which are having adverse impact on society or side effect on the society. So we will consider all such activities as externalities. Externalities affect third party. Third party are all the people in the society which are not related to that activity, and this externalities affecting the society may be positive or negative. For example, when we consider negative externalities, it includes pollution, then liquor, then your cigarettes. So on these negative externalities, when Pigou tax would be there, the best example would be carbon tax. The best example would be the tax on liquor and cigarette products, right? So this is the best example of Pigouvian tax. So the externalities could be positive as well as negative. Negative are all those which are having negative impact on the society, and positive are nothing but which are giving good impact or maybe which are benefiting to the society. When we talk about the Pigouvian goods, we will understand that Pigouvian tax is nothing but it is a tax on market transaction that creates a negative externality or an additional cost borne by individuals not directly involved in the transaction. For example, the cigarette example which we took, government will tax extra on all the cigarette products, and government will use that tax for creation of hospitals which are related to cancer. So tax is proportional to the damage with that particular negative externality has created on the society. So when you look at it, externalities positive or negative, and when you look at the graph of any of the product which has been charged with Pigouvian tax, we all would be knowing if because of a tax of a product price increases, then automatically the quantity will reduce. सिगरेट का प्राइस अगर 10 रुपीज है और उसके ऊपर अगर 4 रुपए का पिगोवियन टैक्स लग गया तो 14 रुपए सिगरेट हो गई. आप अगर दिन में 2 सिगरेट पीते थे, अब आप एक ही पियोगे बिकॉज ऑफ द प्राइस इंक्रीज. सो प्राइस इंक्रीज की वजह से आपका जो सिगरेट का प्राइस है वो बढ़ जाएगा एंड क्वांटिटी ऑफ द सिगरेट्स वुड बी reduce. So this is what the shift of your overall cost becomes, which shifts from your private marginal cost to your social marginal cost. ठीक है? So this is what you can see on the overall graph in context of Pigouvian tax. Now what are the advantages and disadvantages or pros and cons of the Pigouvian tax? So जब आप Pigouvian tax लगाते हो, फॉर एग्जांपल पोल्यूशन एक्टिविटी के ऊपर आप कार्बन टैक्स लगा रहे हो, तो डेफिनेटली इट ब्रिंग्स मार्केट इफिशियंसी, जिसका मतलब अगर कोई भी निगेटिव एक्टिविटी सोसाइटी में हो रही है, बिजनेस में हो रही है, तो कम्युलेटिवली जितना डैमेज हो रहा है उसकी वजह से उतना ही टैक्स यहां पर आपको एक्स्ट्रा लगाना है, तो इट ब्रिंग्स एफिशिएंसी इन मार्केट. डिस्करेजेस हार्मफुल एक्टिविटीज. अगर गवर्नमेंट ऐसा कोई टैक्स नहीं रखेगा, देन देयर वुड बी मेनी बिजनेसेस व्हिच कुड सेट अप on the activities which are actually affecting negatively in society. अगर Pigouvian tax सिगरेट्स अल्कोहल पे नहीं रहा तो बहुत सारे लोग अल्कोहल प्रोडक्शन या फिर सिगरेट प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा कर लेंगे, which at the end सोसाइटी के ऊपर तो निगेटिव इंपैक्ट ही होगा, राइट? देन इट जनरेट्स रेवेन्यू फॉर द गवर्नमेंट ऑल्सो. ओके, कॉन्स की बात करें तो डिफिकल्ट टू मेजर, पॉलिटिकल चैलेंजेस एज वेल एज पोटेंशियल फॉर टैक्स इवेजन ऑल्सो. When we talk about the difference between Pigouvian tax and sin tax, सिन टैक्स वो होता है जो कि आपका बस एक इंडिविजुअल को अफेक्ट करता है, एंड इट इज नॉट एक्सटर्नलिटी ओनली, इट इज इंटरनलिटीज ऑल्सो. इसका मतलब सिन टैक्स अल्कोहल पे लगता है, लेकिन अल्कोहल सोसाइटी आपके ऊपर या फिर कोई तीसरा पर्सन आपके ऊपर फोर्स नहीं कर रहा है, आप अपनी चॉइस से पी रहे हो. वेयर एज Pigouvian टैक्स इज नथिंग बट डेफिनेटली इट इज externality which is affecting the third party or society. So this is the basic difference between sin tax and Pigouvian tax. I hope you got many insights related to Pigouvian tax from this 5-minute session. Thank you very much and see you next time.